A clever from Season 3 theory explains who created the talismans. The talismans are rocks with engravings on them that can protect characters from the town's nocturnal monsters, but only if the talismans are placed inside an enclosed space. Boyd Stevens, Harold Perrineau, is credited with finding the talismans, which is shown in a Season 1 flashback where he stumbles into a cave in the forest where the talismans were left. When the monsters are unable to enter the cave, Boyd realizes the power of the talismans, and brings them back to the town. The talismans are now posted in the residents' homes, Colony House, and other buildings, which is a vast improvement over having to hide from the monsters every night. There are limitations to the talismans, as seen in from Season 3, Episode 1, when the monsters were already waiting inside the barn for Boyd and Tianchen Liu, Elizabeth Moe, which made it too late for the talismans to offer any protection. The from Season 3 ending answers many long-running questions, yet the mystery of who created the talismans remains unanswered. Julie may have created the talismans. Time travel makes this theory possible. A fascinating Reddit theory suggests that Julie Matthews, Hannah Sheramy, is the one responsible for creating the talismans. The theory suggests that since Julie is able to time travel, she created the talismans and left them in the cave for Boyd to find. From Story Walker rules explained by Ethan Matthews, Simon Webster, are that Julie can visit the past, but cannot change anything. These rules have been confirmed by Julie throwing the rope to Boyd and being unable to save her father, Jim Matthews, in Bailey, even though she knew when and how he would die. However, since it has never been confirmed who created the talismans or who placed them in the cave, Julie being the one responsible does not change anything, and it may be that she was always behind the talismans. Boyd finding a cave full of talismans has always felt overly convenient, but that may be because Julie placed them there knowing that he would find them. Julie can use her knowledge from the present and from her travels into the past to learn how to create the talismans and to leave them for Boyd to find. Julie creating the talismans may connect to an unexplained Season 1 scene. A monster already seemed to know Julie in Season 1, Episode 2. A from monster smiles at Julie in Season 1, Episode 2. In Season 1, Episode 2, Julie has her first encounter with the monsters when she and several other from characters are trying to get inside Colony House at night. One of the monsters, who looks like a teenager, waves at her and says, "Julie, don't you recognize me?" At the time, this seemed to just be an attempt to trick Julie, who did not yet know about the monsters since she was a newcomer to the town. If Julie is the one who created the talismans through time travel, this may better explain the monster's familiarity with her. Julie may encounter this specific monster while traveling through time and when she creates the talismans. He may be responsible for the bloody scratches she has on her face when she time travels to the moment where Jim dies. Julie could even have created the talismans to protect herself from this monster. Since these are all things that happen to a future version of Julie during her time travel, the present-day Julie in Season 1, Episode 2 does not know about any of this yet, but it would explain why the teenage monster seems to know her. Julie creating the talismans still doesn't explain the meaning of their engravings. The engravings seem to be what gives the talismans their power. A talisman hanging by the door in From. While this theory effectively connects the creation of the talismans to Julie's time travel, it does not address the meaning behind the talisman's engravings. The talisman engravings feature two stick figures encircled by a series of symbols, but the meaning of these symbols is still a mystery. The engravings seem to be where the talismans get their powers from and why they have the ability to prevent the monsters from entering an enclosed space. Julie currently does not have the knowledge to imbue the talismans with the power of these engravings. Through traveling further into the past, Julie may learn what the engravings mean, and how to imbue them with the power needed for the talismans to work. From's time travel twist offers an elegant solution for how Julie can learn about vital secrets related to the town's past, which can also explain other lingering mysteries like the talismans. Julie creating the talismans and leaving them for Boyd would make her even more important than she already is in From.